Okay, go from the starting. So today I'll go to the assembly parts of the plumber block. Okay, so details of plumber block that's given here. So we'll check one by one. So what are the parts to be made? Okay, first there are majorly 8 parts. Okay, that are to be done and assembled with each other. Okay, the first part is the body part. Okay, so it is actually made up of cast iron. So there's a only one in number, that is only one piece of that must be done. Then there is a cap that we have to do. That is also made up of cast iron. So that is also only one piece. Then bearing bottom half. So that has to be done. That is made of a brass material and it's of only one piece we need to produce. Then we got a fourth part, that is a bearing top half portion. See, as he has given bottom half and the top half. So the diagrams, you can check it here. This the diagram is simple, similar, but only thing that is varying is there will be certain extended portion will be there on the bottom portion, and at the top portion we will be having the whole portion. That is the only major difference between them. The fifth part is the bolt M10. So that is made up of iron component. Then a nut portion that is made up of iron again. Then a lock nut is there of M10. Okay, there is a shaft. It's not mentioned the shaft length, so you can roughly take it as 100 mm, whichever the convenient length you want. Okay, then we'll just check for the dimensions of these one by one, how it has to be drawn. So what I'll do, I'll copy this in figure, I'll unshare this, then I'll share the SolidWorks. So in that I'll paste it. We go to this drawing, give OK. So here you can select A4, ANSI, landscape, you can select display sheet format, give OK. So I'll paste that figure, that whole components. Okay, you can just check for the dimensions. We'll go for the first part. Okay, body part we have to draw it first. This is actually the part number 1. You can check the part number 1. Okay, so this is the front wave and this is the top wave. So just check for the dimensions one by one. What are all the things to be done? What is the length of this? Okay, total length he has given is 168 mm. Then the height, it is 55 mm height. Then we have to check for the dimensions of this. Okay, so the dimension or this particular, it is 38 mm. So if you're taking up the half portion, right, if you're taking up the half portion, it will be 19 mm, and this whole distance, okay, the distance from here to here, it must be 44 mm divided by 2, that is 22 mm. Then this length he has not given in the front wave, so you can extend the line and you can check it here. Okay, this diameter he has given, radius he has given, the radius of this particular component. So how much it has given it? It is 43 mm radius, right? So you can take up on one side and you can mirror it onto the other side, right? So that you can get it, right? So that is about the diameter of this or the length of this is given, that is 43 mm. Okay, then you can go to this part 3D representation of a single design component. Can go to sketch, can select the front plane, you can select it. Okay, see here. Okay, now first what you have to do, just check for the particular dimension, you can keep it. So the length you can take it as, see here it is in the inch, but I have to take all the dimensions in millimeter. What should be done? Okay, see here at the bottom portion you can check it. Okay, on this portion, see it has been selected inch, pound and second system, but what we need is millimeter, gram, second. So we can click on that. Again you have to go to sketch and select this. So it is in millimeter, you can check it. So it will be in millimeter. Then can select it. So what is the length of this? This is 55 mm. So can go to this, select this and give a 55 mm. Okay. Then check for the dimension. Okay. See from this center point. So a straight line you take it and roughly you orient the line. Take this line, take it like this. The outside or the what I can say, the block diagram you can draw it initially. Okay, I'll show you. Okay, this is 168 divided by 2, then this is 14 mm, and inside you just roughly extend it. Then take a straight line, you just take one more horizontal line and just extend this portion. Okay, I'll just show you how to draw that. Okay, see here from the center, select a rough line, then you just orient it roughly, then extend it, extend the line, and roughly you just extend it like this. So what we are doing is, first you take the distance as 168 divided by 2. Okay, fine. Then this distance has given it, so how much it is? 14 mm. Okay, then the dimension between this line and this line, vertical distance is given it as 4 mm. Okay, so the distance from here to here, it must be 55. Okay, that is fine. Then from here to here, as I told, it is 43 mm. Okay, then this radius is given it. How much is given? That is 44 mm. That is 22 mm must be this. And the length, okay, you can just go to this. Okay, so this is 44 divided by 2. This is 22 mm I given now. This length I have to mention now. So how much is the length? That is 12 mm. Go to this. This length you can mention it as 12 mm. Right. Now everything we have drawn it. Just check with the model here. Okay. So we have drawn this line. This is 14 mm. This is 4 mm. I've taken this as a straight line. The distance of this line from the center. So how much it is? From the center, it is 43 mm. I hope I have given 43 mm only, right? Okay, this is 43 mm. That's fine. Then this is 22 mm. That means 44 mm total distance. So if I am taking up half distance, that will be 22 mm. Then you can go for the okay here. is given this as a 12 mm, that is fair enough. Okay, then at a distance of 3 mm from this 12 mm, there is a center line. So from this center, okay, you can draw a 19 mm radius circle. Okay, this is 19 mm radius from this end. So what I'll do now, go to center line, roughly draw this first. Okay, now the distance of this and this, it must be 3 mm. Okay, then now what you can do, you can just make this as symmetric. You make it for your reference, we're just making it. Okay, then you can go to this center point arc. Okay, this has a center. Roughly you draw a circle. So you make sure that it is 19 mm. Okay, then what you do, from this end, extend a line and connect to this. Anyway, this will be 3 mm. And the distance of this line from here, it will be, of course, 19 mm. Right. Now you can go to fillet and go to this. So what is this fillet? He has given it as 8 mm radius. Can just give a, okay. I can just check it once again. Can just get it confirmed. Sorry, this is 6 mm. 6. Okay, so we can go to this. So you can make this as 6 mm. Then give okay. Now go to mirror entities. So you can select all and deselect this center line. We are not mirroring it. So mirror about this center line. Okay, now we just check for the dimensions. Right. Now exit from the sketch. Go to extruded. Okay, so can select any of the line. So select from the mid plane. Okay, before selecting it, you just check for the thickness of this. What is the total thickness? So it must be 36 mm, right? The top view we can check it. It is 36 mm. So what I can do, go to part. Just go to this, select this. So mid plane you can select. So it must be 36 mm. Okay, total distance. Can give a okay. Right. This was that. Then can select this portion and give a sketch. So what am I trying to draw is to draw this as a radius. It must be in the circular pattern. So, but here it is in the rectangular form. You can check it. So it is in the rectangular form, but it must be circular pattern. So for that reason, what I'll do, I'll take up a drawing or radius of a circle of 43 mm. Then I'll just extend the line and cut this line from the top to the bottom, this portion. Till this portion, I'll cut it. I'll just check it, how I'm going to draw that. You can take a circle, okay, from the center line. Roughly you draw it. Then make sure 43 into 2. Okay, that is will be 86 mm. Then roughly can extend this, and now just remove these portions. Okay, now exit from the sketch. Okay, go to extruded cut. I was supposed to draw the center line. Okay, I'll draw the center line for our reference. Okay, so this will actually be the center line. Go to this. Go to extruded cut. Can select this. So here you can go to up to next. Sorry, up to surface. Can select this. Okay. Then I give okay. Now can draw this fillet here. So it must be 6 mm. You can select. Then give okay. Okay. So you can just go to model again. So what are the other things to be drawn? So I have to still draw this particular bolt. Okay, bolt portion. I have to draw this bottom portion. How does it look like? So this bottom portion or the slot, you can check it. So it is in this rectangular format. So first what I'll do now, I'll draw this rectangular pattern at the bottom side. Okay, so you can check for the dimension, that is from the center. Okay, you can check it here from the center. The one of the side distance is at a distance of 8 mm, and from this end it is 8 mm, and from one of this side it is 8 mm, and from the other side is also it is 8 mm. So total it is having a distance of 8 mm on all these sides. So what I'll do, I'll select the bottom portion, then give a sketch on that, and go to this different views, select this. Okay, now first you draw the center line. Okay, click. So roughly you can select this line. Okay, from this end it is 8 mm. From the center is also 8 mm. From the center line it is 8 mm, and even from the outside distance also it is 8 mm. You can select it. Okay, so you can go to mirror. So mirror this particular component about this. Then exit from sketch. So you'll be having this extruded cutting. Before that, you can check for at what thickness it has to be cut. Okay, this is the 2 mm thickness that has to be. Okay, you can go to extruded cut. So 2 mm you can give it. Give one. Okay. Now just check for the dimensions. Okay, it is like this. Okay. Can use this solid edge with shade with edges that is there. Okay, this is the Okay, then just go for the model once again. Now we have drawn with this portion on both the sides. So we have to still draw this particular slot. Okay. Okay. So we have to still draw these slots. Okay. First we'll draw this particular slot. So the dimensions of this slot, you can check it here. Okay. See here. Okay, dimensions of this you can check it. 8 mm. Okay, the centers of this circle or the radius you can check it. The radius is 5 mm and centers are apart at a distance of 8 mm, and from the center of this slot is at a distance of 128 divided by 2, that is 64 mm, right? So you can check for this. So we'll just say how to draw that. So you can just click on this surface, select sketch, you can go to this and normal to, you can just select it. Okay, see here you got a straight slot, you can select it. Okay, so first what you do is take a center line, then give okay, then center line here also you can take it. You can make sure that it is like it is symmetric, and this also is symmetric. Okay, now you go to this center straight slot, you can select roughly, you take the dimension. Okay, so the radius of this is 5 mm. Okay, the center distance what is mentioned is 8 mm, and the center of this from the center line it is 128 divided by 2, that is 64 mm. Okay, so you can go to mirror. So mirror entities, select the mirror about and select this and exit now. Okay, now extrude cut you can select this circle. Okay, so through all you can select it. It will be selected. Then give OK. Okay, so we have drawn this portion now.
Jana, Camry,
Okay, we got this slot now. Okay, go to model. Okay, then we have to draw this particular bolt portion. Okay, see at the bottom end it is a 7 mm height slot and this distance is 20 mm. Okay, so the center of this is lying at a 62 mm from this. Okay, if you're taking up from the center, it will be 31 mm. So you can draw a circle and cut. First, you can do that and select this part, give a sketch. Okay, then go to circle. And select this, the center of this. This is 31 mm. You can select. Okay, what is the diameter of this? Diameter is given is 10.5. Can select this, give this as a 10.5 mm. Okay, so from this end it is 18 mm. That means 36 is the total length. Okay, so can just mirror this. So mirror about this. Okay, then extruded cut. Just through all you can give it. Give OK. Right, we have drawn that also. Now we have to draw this rectangular portion cut. You can just check it here. Okay, this is that rectangular portion cut. You can check it at the bottom end. Okay, so you can select the bottom end and draw this square. Actually, it is a square of 20, 20, 20, 20. That is 20 into 20 mm square. You have to construct at the bottom, having the center at a distance of, what is the distance of this center? 31 mm. Okay, so go to this, select this portion, draw, can select it. Okay, here corner center rectangle you can select it. Okay, this can select it. So this is anyway 20 mm is there. So this also this as 20 mm, can give it. This anyway will be 20 mm. Okay, so this okay, can select the center line, go to mirror. So mirror entities, so mirror about this. Okay, you can exit. So extruded cut you can select this. So What is the thickness that is given? 7 mm. Right? Given. Okay. So just check for this. Okay. The dimension or the extruded cut is it must be 7 mm. You just go to this and just select front view. You can select it. Right. So this is how it will be seen in the front view. You can select it. Okay. Are you guys able to see how it actually looks like in the front view? Okay, we'll just check for what all the remaining things, right? Only that remaining is try to draw that also. Can select this whole and symmetric you can select. You can check for the dimensions of the hole. What are the dimensions he has given? That is 6 mm hole and 6 mm depth he has given. I'll just show you guys the okay here. Okay, 6 mm hole at the center. At a distance of the distance or the depth of cut he has given is 6 mm. So we can go to what can select this. Here and symmetric. Here this is 6 mm and depth you can select also as 6 mm. Go to position 3D sketch and select the top view. Okay, you can select this. Window is a 3D coordinate system. This is the origin. This is the x-axis. Okay. Y-axis face. Point you can insert. to point center of this. Can go to this face, and this face you can select. It is taking directly the center. So what you can do, go to coordinate. The origin, it must be this. The origin, it must be this point. This is the X, and this as Y. Can select this whole wizard. This one 3D sketch. And select the top plane, you can select it. Okay. From this to this, it must be. $33, $22. Can do, go to whole wizard, position 3D sketch. Roughly, you can select this portion. You can select the. So it must be 19 mm. $22. Okay. Can select this and check for the hole. Okay. From that side, I didn't mention the distance. Just a minute. Can exit. Okay. The distance from here to here, it must be 18 mm. Okay, perfect. Then must be at the center. Okay, it has been selected in the center point. Okay, first you can select at a random place, you can select it and draw the hole. Then you can adjust the length to this. Okay, so you can go to save. This is the part number 1. Okay, here Plummer. Yeah. Part number 1, you can name it. Okay. So I hope we've drawn with all the dimensions. You can just check it. We've drawn the hole also. Okay. And all the dimensions, the radius or the fillet radius also we have drawn. and as well as the length given, all the things we have drawn it. Is there anything that's remaining? You can just observe and let me know if there's anything to be drawn. Just go to this part, go to front view. Now this hide hidden lines visibility. You can just check for that. Okay. Can keep this like this. Okay. Almost the same part has been drawn here. Okay. Just let me know if anything needs to be drawn. Okay. And check for 1 by 1 distance. You can keep it. Okay, you can check if there is anything to be drawn. Just let me know. Okay, we've drawn almost the same. There's nothing to be drawn. Okay, then we'll I can just go to this part. It's been saved. Okay, you can say this is part number 1. Then we'll go to new. That's part number 2. We'll draw it. Okay, give it. Go to sketch. The front plane you draw it. Okay, just check for the model. So where is the part number 2? Okay, this is the part number 2. You can see what are all the things that are to be drawn. Okay, this is the front view and the top view. So in the front view, you can check it. So what are the dimensions he has given? The distance of this outside he has not given. So you can check this dimension. Outside dimension is the radius of 43 mm, right? So this must be merged with this. And that's why it has got the same dimension as this. Okay, you can just check it. This is 43 and this is 43. Okay, then so total distance, how much? 43 and 43, it must be 86 mm distance. Then the circle, okay, this circle is at a distance of what? Okay, it is 6 mm. At a distance of 6 mm from this end, a circle has to be drawn. That is radius. The radius of this is 19 mm, and with the same center, so we have to draw a circle of 36 mm radius. So first we'll draw this. Okay, so center line you can take it. So after taking the center line, we have to draw an arc of radius 19 mm and 36 mm, two circles you have to draw, two circle radius you have to draw. Then after drawing that, at a distance of 18 mm from this end, so you draw a rectangle of 10 mm. Okay, from this end, you take a rectangle of 10 mm. Then the distance of this outside rectangle, it must be 43 from this end. You can just check it. Okay, this is 43. So you can mention this as okay. Can draw this. Okay. Check for this. First, we'll draw these two circles. Okay. Go to this. First, you take and make it a symmetry. So this center line also you can make it a symmetry. Okay. So this as a center is supposed to be drawn two circles as I was telling. That is one is 19 mm circle and another one was 43. Okay, you can take this as a, see again it is in the different dimensions. So this must be 43 mm radius and so this must be 19. Right? You can just check for the model. 19 mm and 36. Okay, sorry, 36 it is. So this must be 36 mm. So go for the drawing. Okay, we got this circle, we got it, and we got this circle. Half we are drawn it. Okay. So at a distance of 6 mm from the bottom, okay, go to model to rectangle. You can check it. So this must be 6 mm from this end. Okay, just go to model. Okay, and the thickness of this, okay, 42 mm. So from this end, I just roughly draw this. Okay, so this must be 21. So total how much it is? 42 mm. Just check it. This is 44 mm. That means it must be 22 mm instead of 21. Just give it a 22 mm. So you can go to this. Can just and this as well. This okay. This also can just end it. Go to model again. So this distance is 12 mm. You can take it. Go to sketch. Go to this. This is 12 mm. Then from this end, roughly extend it. You just go to model. So this must be 10 mm. Okay, you can go to sketch. So this must be 10 mm. So I can go to this and trim off this. Sorry. So can extend entities. You can extend it up to that. Trim entities. So we can trim off this portion as well as this portion. Now we have to check for this outside dimension. So what is this? It must be 43. Why did I take it as 43? Just check for the model. This is 43 mm. So outside distance it must be 43 mm. That's all I'm taking. Okay, just check for the dimensions on saying what are all the things we have given. So we have drawn 19 mm radius circle. Then with the same radius, we have drawn 36 mm radius circle. Then here we have taken a 10 mm rectangle. Okay, so the outside distance of this, it must be 43 mm. This is 44 mm divided by 2, that is 22 mm. That is 6 mm, 12 mm gap we have given it. Just check for the particular dimension once again. This is 12 mm and yes, there's something we have gone wrong. Just delete this line. This also can delete it. See here, initially there's a gap of 6 mm. This you can give it. So on the 6 mm, so you have to draw a line of 12 mm. On that it must be connected. This, okay, this line. Okay, you can just give this as a 12 mm. Okay, then the dimension of this and this must be merged perfectly. Okay, then can remove these portions. Now go to this. So it must be 22 mm. This is 12 mm. Can select it. It's 36 and this must be 43. Just check for the model if anything needs to be taken. This is 36 mm. Did we give it 36 mm as it is there? So this distance, so it must be 6 mm. It is there. This is 19 mm, 12 mm, 6, 12, 10. This is 36. Okay, everything we have given, I think. Just go to mirror entities and select all these. So mirror about this. Just can just check for the dimensions. This. This is 6 mm, 12 mm. Okay. This is 19. This is 44. That is 22. Taken this as 10. This is 43. And this is 36. Right? We have taken all the dimensions. Now we have to check for this particular width, that is 36 mm. Go to sketch. Just check it. Is there anything to be drawn? This is 12 mm. It is taken. $19 mm. It is there from this end. From this as the center, 19 mm. We have drawn it. Then from the same center, 36 mm. We have drawn it. This must be 22. This must be 12 mm. This is 12 mm. Then this is 10 mm. Oh, okay. Now we have got all the things. Then you can exit from the sketch. Center line can extend this portion. So from the mid plane, you can check it. So total it must be 36 mm. Must be extruded. Okay, you can just go to model once again. So we have to still draw this whole part. We have to draw. Okay, and we have to still draw this particular arc portion. Then there's a fillet that we have drawn it. It is 12 mm from the same center. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll draw this whole portion and this cut portion here on this part. And go to this, so I can select this sketch. Okay, first we'll take up this center line. Where the center has been shifted. The distance of this. Okay, it is anyway 43, I think. One side it is 43. Yes, perfect. It is. Can go to this exit sketch. Can select this sketch. Okay, the center line. Okay, make it a symmetry. Similar way on the other side also can check it, make it a symmetry. First go to circle. First you draw a circle over here. Okay, so what are the dimensions is given for the circle? So it is at a distance of 62. So that means if you're taking up the half the distance, it must be 31 mm distance. And the circle radius or the whole radius is 10.5. Okay, you can go to smart dimension. So it must be 10.5. That is, the center of this must be lying at a distance of 31 or 32. Just check it once again. 31 mm from this end. So it must be 31. So similarly, you just mirror this. So mirror about this portion. Okay. Then to still draw center point arc, this as a center. Roughly draw the arc first.
The diameter should be 12.
Diameter. This
Yes, sir, 12 mm.
no. See, I'll just show you guys. The diameter of this hole is 10.5. This hole and this fillet radius he has given. I'll draw it later. Okay, this fillet radius it is 12 mm. This is different, and this hole is different. Are you able to get it? See, there is a portion that is drawn and cut at a distance. You can check it here. This is that portion that's been cut. Okay, that means we'll be drawing a circle over here and extruding upside. So this will be cut. I'll show you that. Okay, the radius of that will be 12 mm, and the radius of this hole, why are we drawing this hole is this will be coming over here. So the radius of this or the diameter of this he has given it. So this is also, just observe. So this is also 10.5, right? Is that fair enough? Is
Yes,
it correct? Okay, fine. Then, which was the dimension I was taking here? This. Okay, this must be 43. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll take up a, okay, just a minute. What I'll do is, sorry, just remove this portion and this portion. So you can go to mirror, so mirror this about this. You can exit now. So we can just go to extruded cut. You can select this. Extruded cut, you can select the center point, this portion, and this portion. Select this portion and this portion. I'm just cutting this. Okay. Why did not take this portion? Extruded cut. And select the center line. This portion it must be cut. This portion also must be cut. This circle and this circle. Can give a okay. Why didn't it take? It must take. Okay, let it be. What we'll do is first select this. First we'll cut outside portions. Okay, again it is not taking. First what we'll do, first we'll do extruded cut can select this portion, this and this. Okay, that is done. Again, we'll draw the same thing that I was drawing earlier. Can select the center line. You can select with this as a center. You can do center point arc. This as a circle. Either of the ways you can draw it. So this one you can take it as a 43 mm. Okay. So second, remove this portion now. Similarly, you can just mirror this about this. Exit. Okay, extrude cut, you can check it. Go to this. Okay, this will be cut. Okay, now as you were telling, so that 12 mm radius, this 12 mm, I'll draw that. Okay, you can go to this circle. So you can select this portion. Okay, so with this as the center, roughly you draw this. This must be 24. 12 plus 12, that is radius was 12 mm. So what will be the diameter? It must be 24 mm. So what I'll do, take a center line. Okay, so mirror this about this. Exit, go to extruded cut. Now can select the center line. So just reverse the direction here. Just give a okay. See, can just check for the top view. Okay, so this was the diameter or the radius that was supposed to be taken there, right? I hope it is clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay, this is the that portion we have drawn. Then we still have to draw this whole portion. Okay, so at the center it is 6 mm and bottom 3 mm and 10 mm deep and true hole it is. Okay, so that hole, go to part, you can select, go to hole wizard. It is like straight tap hole it is. Check out and see metric you can select. Can just this is 6 mm 10 deep and 3 mm at the bottom. 6 3 10. Okay, just go to part, go to hole wizard. Here you can check it. This is 3 mm. y is equal to 6, 3 mm. Total is 10 mm. Position okay. Okay, from this end to this must be 22. It is at the center, and from this end to this center it must be 18. Yes. Okay. Through we can give it just like this. Okay, through can just select, sorry, front view, can just check this. There it is taken complete. Just go to this. Was 3 mm. Yes, and okay. Just delete this. We'll draw this once again. Just straight. This is 10 mm. This is 3 mm. 3 mm. 6 you can select. Position. From this end, it is 22. From this end, it is 18 mm. Yeah, all you can select. All wizard. Asymmetric. M6 you can select. This is 3 mm. This is 6 mm. 90 degrees. You can just select this from this to this. It must be to this end. 18 mm. Okay. So you can just select this. Okay. Give a top, you can check it. Front you can select and draw. Okay. This is the tab hole that has to be drawn there. So this is the part. Part number 2, you can name this. You can just check for if there are anything to be drawn again. And just go to drawing. Okay, we have drawn this portion. Part 1 and part 2 we have drawn it now. Okay, I think that's clear. Is it clear how to draw the part 1 and part 2? Okay. So in the next lab, we'll draw the other parts. That is part 4, 5, 6, and 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Those are very simple. Anyway, in the fourth, third part, and fourth part are similar. We just have to draw the extended portion and just have to draw this whole. Fourth, third, and fourth. Fifth part is simple. You just have to draw this tapered portion. You can draw this hole. Then sixth, seventh are both the particular nuts. Nuts you can draw. Okay, and then the shaft you can draw it. Right, these are all the major part. The simple part that has to be drawn. Okay, so we'll draw these in the next lab and we'll assemble it in a proper way. Okay, there are any doubts so far in this? I'll be happier to take, or else we'll wind up the lab today. Yeah, no doubts.
No, sir.
Okay, guys. Thank you then. Take care. We'll meet up in the next lab.
Sir. Sir,
Yeah.
sir, ಅದು ರಿವ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ಸ್ ತುಂಬಿದೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ.
ತುಂಬಿದ್ರಿ?
ಹಾ ಸರ್ ನಿನ್ನೆ ತುಂಬಿಟ್ಟಿವ್ರಿ ಎಲ್ಲ.
ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ. ಕೆಲವೊಬ್ರು ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಅರೌಂಡ್ 90 to 93 ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ರಿವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಹಾಕಿದಾರ.
ಹಾ ಸರ್.
ಬರೀ ನಿನ್ನೆವರೆಗೂ 32 ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ವು. ಬಾಕಿ ಸಿಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದ್ ನೋಡ್ತೀನಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಯಾರು ಇದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್, ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಸರ್ ನೋಡ್ರಿ.
ಓಕೆಪ್ಪ ಓಕೆ. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ರಿವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಯೇಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಕಳಿಸಿದಾರಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ಫಿಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು?
ಹಾ ಕಳ್ಸಿದಾರಿ ಸರ್.
ಓಕೆಪ್ಪ ಓಕೆ. ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರಲ್ಲ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕೋಡು, ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ನೇಮು ಎಲ್ಲ?
ಹಾ ಸರ್. ಹಾ ಸರ್ ಎಲ್ಲ.
ಸರ್ ಅದ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ನಾಗ ಹೆಸರು ಐತಂದ್ರ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಆಗೈತೆ ಅಂತಲ್ರಿ?
ಹೌದಪ್ಪ ಹೌದು. ನಾನು ಸೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ.
ಆಯ್ತು
ಸೊ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಬಿನ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈಡ್. ಓಕೆ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಗೈಸ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್.
ಓಕೆ.